Hello, welcome to the Augmentation of Man with Kent and Renee Miller.
Hi, I'm Kent. This is Renee.
And we are bringing the future.
We hope.
So what does that mean?
I hope this is recording. Anyhow,
Um, what does it mean that we are bringing the future? This is what our
this
guides
was
told us.
coming very near. When we were in Colorado, I was sitting on a piece of land up about 7,500 feet. I was looking out over the valley through the area of a valley that's considered Navajo area, which was about 6,200 feet. And I saw the sky itself turned kind of red. And I said, when the sky turns this red, it has now begun. And at the time, we were discussing what this meant. And now we find out that there are many native legends that discuss the red. The sky turns red from, we think, from a star or a planet. And it is the end of an era that has been in the past and the beginning of a new era. In the new era, there will be extreme chaos between the deleting the past, which is no longer needed, and the beginning of the new era of hope and change. And this event now we're going to bring forward to you will bring clarity somewhat to this meaning.
So today we're going to be talking about, well, the title of this is the Acquiesce to the New Hand. And so in this particular meditation, which was about almost 2 years ago, they were talking about a changing of the hands. Now, that could be presidential,
Or
or it
could
could
be the
be,
cosmos, which is the changing of the plasmic field.
but they were also at the same time talking about God's realm. And I think it leans more toward God is taking over, and all these changes coming are at the direction of the creator.
Yeah.
Like it or not. And so we're at the end of a cycle. God created all the orbits, all the planetary movements to be coordinated with the cycles and cycles of learning. And when Kent says deletion of the past, it's not being deleted so much as it is that is an old way that is collapsing.
Deleting from the mind.
It,
No longer are we going to live in the past.
and
Those that want to survive will go forward. Those that want
yeah.
to hang on to the past will not.
And so we're being pushed forward into a new era and a new era of learning. And that is going to be conceptual thinking. So being able to see things in a big panoramic view instead of the myopic view that we've had. And the past is going to fade away, things are going to crumble. And out of that, the phoenix arises and we create something new. And it's going to be a new cycle of a different type of learning, this conceptual learning. And it's going to be a reconnection with our star brothers and sisters.
So it said, what I had gotten, well, the changes are here. We will be seeing, it's not like overnight. It's slowly creeping up on us, where the skies will begin to turn red. They haven't already.
And that will signal the
It'll
change.
signal the change. So a dominance of pre-defeat language.
Pre-defeat. It's like
So explain.
it sounds like in this message that this people in charge are going to dominate this a type of language or wording that comes before the defeat of the old guard. And so
The word
whatever
change.
that's going to sound like,
And we've already
we
experienced.
don't know if it's going to be like grasping on to their control, trying to seize or maintain the control, or what is going to that wording is going to be. But evidently, it's going to be something that we recognize when it happens, and so it will exist, but for a short time,
So
because there's going to be a change in who is in control here
we
on
have to
Earth.
accept or acquiesce to the new hand, which is it's not someone, something
Or
new
even,
is in control.
yeah, or even it could be a shifting of the guard in humanity. It could mean that as well.
Okay, so God, the kingdom, the creator's kingdom, the rule has opened and is guiding the unfolding of all these different events. We think, why did this happen? Why did that happen? The creator is in charge of unfolding event after event, not all at once, but to prepare us, those that are in the conscious level, to prepare us for what's coming and to accept the rule of the creator.
Mm-hmm. And so part of that is that the inner self or the higher self will rise up within some of humanity and start to be able to foresee the path that we are going to be taken and to direct humanity toward that path.
Yeah, and we have been talking about this for years, a new understanding, to begin to understand what's going on. Hey, this will bring forth the new understanding. It will like spring forth when all this is happening.
Arising up within. And so this morning, Kent was meditating and he said it was almost like this other person inside him speaking through him, but not in the sense of an outside channeled entity, but rather his own higher self, taking control. And the higher self, the soul, is kind of like a flash drive. It stores all the information that we have gained over eons and through multiple incarnations. And then when this higher self, which is part of the soul that directs our learning process, starts to take over, then it can feed that understanding at the soul level back to the physical self, because our slates have been wiped clean when we incarnated here, in part so that we could learn without that prior understanding. And so then the higher self can start to talk to us, speak through us, and to bring forth that understanding from the past.
So with this precognitive movement, that's knowing the direction before it happens, within many, not all human beings, but within many human beings, and we can now see this, will dominate the new direction. Many human beings are coming out now with this new direction. It's justified by the Creator, the God, and the outcome of it will begin.
The outcome is justified.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those that are seeking a pervasive understanding will gain the controlling influence again, will gain the controlling influence into the new world. Those that will know what's happening will begin to teach those that are now have become curious on what is happening.
And really, when we talk about the separation of the masses, it is a separation of those that are going to continue on versus those that are not going to continue on. And it has a lot to do with if you are ready to move into a new cycle of conceptual understanding, will you be able to understand it? Are you actively searching out the truth? Are you wanting to know more? Are you searching for a greater understanding? And that is going to be the determining factor between those that continue on and those that don't, because they're not ready, they're not willing, they're not wanting to search the truth, and they're not wanting to expand their own understanding of all that is.
And they made the keyword truth. That's behind this whole thing. The truth of all that is. A conceptual agreement has been made with outside entities on what is truth. That's cosmos energies, cosmos entities. Okay. A boundless understanding will come to those who patiently wait and want to understand the value of all the things within our parameters.
So Earth has certain parameters of understanding that are available to us. And we can't go beyond that because it's kind of like when a kindergarten starts or completes kindergarten, they can't jump to the third grade or the fourth grade. They have to take each step progressively so that what they learn their alphabet in kindergarten. In first grade, they learn how to read. In second grade, they take the reading and they start to expand on that to learn other subjects. It's the same with us in our spiritual evolution, in that you can't jump from learning in the first 4 dimensions to the 13th dimension. It doesn't work that way because you've skipped all those learning fields, and you wouldn't understand a thing if you were put into the 13th dimension. You wouldn't understand it. It would literally cause some disconnect within the brain.
So it is implying more to come. There will be those that will try to create more misperception because they want to hold on to their power, hold on to their monies, hold on to things that are not as important here. So they went creating more of an imbalance within this sphere, within Earth's sphere, within the solar system sphere. So accept what you know as truth. And with that, leave all those that create the imbalance around you so you can understand and look at truth and not misperceptions.
And so this is what I was going to say, is that the imbalance is caused by the misperceptions, the lack of truth. And so those who are in the public eye, who are
supposedly leaders,
covering up the truth, misrepresenting the truth, speaking lies, I think more and more I've come to believe that it's not so much they're outright lying, especially in the news and in the political realm. It is the lack of full transparency, leaving out or omitting certain details to give a perception of what the truth is. They're not directly lying. They're just leaving out important details that give us the full picture. And so they create an imbalance in the field because we don't have the full truth, and our perception has been skewed or altered. And so that leaves us out of balance. because we don't have the full truth. So in the future, these people, humans that are searching for the truth and searching for the knowledge, those will be the ones to rise into a position of directing the path for humanity. The others will be left behind. And there will be a conceptual agreement made between these humans and outside entities to bring forth new knowledge and understanding, new technology.
Because
That
those
will-
that are left here want to learn more. They
Right.
want to learn more from the truth side,
Mhm.
not the misperception side.
Yeah, and the truth always brings balance. So, what will happen is that the people who are left behind, um, they will, they are the ones who create the imbalance in this world, and they're telling us to separate ourselves from them, and we'll be the wayfarers, so to
So-
speak. But there will be a toll that will be taken on those who
Yeah.
refuse to acknowledge the truth.
So again, there's going to be a toll.
Mhm.
And it's going to be on those that do not acknowledge truth. Because they have been so in the misperception stage that they believe their own misperceptions now. They believe it as their own truth.
Mhm. Yeah.
So with that, when the skies begin to turn red, and we're already beginning to see this, just the very beginning to see this around the world. You will prepare yourself, and you will not panic. You will not be disoriented. You will stand back like a spectator in this world, and you will watch because you know what's coming. You know what is happening, and you will not be afraid because it'll bring a new era of understanding, a new era of truth, a new era of hope, and things will turn out much better
And
on
and
the
a
other
new
side of this chaos.
a new balance too.
Yes, a
So
new balance, which will be a new earth.
um
The waters will clear again.
mhm.
The skies will be clear, non-polluting. We will live in harmony with nature as it is intended.
Not trying to control it.
That's right.
There's a misperception that humanity has dominance over the earth, and has been misperceived. So we need to learn how to be in balance with the earth and all the other creatures
Yeah,
of the
either
earth.
you'll be part of this cosmos, part of this earth, or you will not be and you will leave it. So, with that in mind, prepare yourself as a spectator and sit back. Thank the Creator God for his guidance and watch those things crumble that are not of truth.
And are of the old way.
And the old way, that's all the old way.
We're going to birth a whole new understanding, and everything has to come in back into balance.
Okay.
So that includes the earth, lots of earth movement, volcanic activity, which may contribute to this red sky. That is going to be triggered by events happening in our atmosphere and the changing plasmic field, earthquakes,
Beginning to change already, as we can well see it.
changing of the continents, more water over the surface of the earth. Various things like this help to bring Earth back into balance. And then humanity can follow but humanity can never achieve balance
without the
until
earth being balanced.
the earth is in balance first.
So with that, I hope you take some of these words to heart. We've been saying this for some time now. Many of those don't want to listen. There are some that do listen, and there are some around the world that give the same meaning of life more than there used to be. I want you to listen to these people of truth, not just us, but listen to all those with truth. And you have to use discernment to feel what is truth and what is not truth.
And I would have to say, move away from the legacy media.
Yeah.
Because
So-
they are a big part of the misperception
That's
that's
right.
being generated here today.
So thank you for being on this journey with us.
And peace be with you on your journey to enlightenment. Have a great day. Bye bye now.